Have you ever had a brilliant idea? An idea so perfect you thought it would solve all your problems? But have you ever stopped to ask yourself, is this idea actually possible? Welcome to our channel. Today we are going to tell you one of the most famous stories from Aesop's Fables. It is a story about fear, bravery, and the big difference between saying something and actually doing it. This is the story of Belling the cat. If you are ready to enter a world of tiny mice and a giant, scary cat, sit back and relax. Let's begin our story. Once upon a time, in a very large and old house, there lived a family of mice. It was a huge community. There were grandfather mice, grandmother mice, strong young mice, and tiny baby mice. For a long time, life was good. They had plenty of food. There were crumbs of bread on the floor, delicious pieces of cheese in the pantry, and sweet grains in the cellar. They were happy. But then, everything changed. A new pet arrived at the house. It was a cat. But this was not just any cat. This was a monster. The cat was big, black, and very, very fast. He moved like a shadow. He had paws as soft as velvet, so when he walked, he made no sound at all. Silence was his weapon. The poor mice were terrified. They lived in constant fear. Every time a mouse went out to find food, they were trembling. "Is he there?" little Timmy asked, his voice shaking. "I don't know," his mother whispered, hugging him tight. "We cannot hear him. He is too quiet." The cat was always watching. His green eyes glowed in the dark. He was a silent hunter. Because of this, the mice could not enjoy their lives anymore. They were hungry because they were too afraid to leave their holes. They were sad because they lost many friends. The happiness in the mouse hole was gone, replaced by a heavy, cold cloud of fear. Something had to be done. The mice could not live like this forever. So the oldest mouse, who was the leader of the colony, called for a general meeting. "My friends," the oldest mouse said, his voice weak but serious, "we have gathered here to solve our biggest problem, the cat. If we do not find a solution, we will all starve to death. What should we do?" The room was filled with noise. Everyone wanted to help. One strong mouse stood up and shouted, "We should fight him! We have sharp teeth!" But the crowd shook their heads. "No, he's too big. One swipe of his paw and we are finished." Another mouse cried out, "We should move to another house." "But it is winter outside," said a mother mouse. "We will freeze in the snow." The mice felt hopeless. Every idea seemed bad. They felt sad and defeated. Was there no hope for the little mice? Suddenly, a young mouse stood up. He was very young, very energetic, and perhaps a little arrogant. He smoothed his whiskers and smiled. "Listen to me," the young mouse announced. "I have been thinking about this for a long time. I have analyzed the problem perfectly." The room went silent. Everyone looked at him with hope. "You see," he continued, "the problem is not the cat's teeth. The problem is not the cat's claws. The problem is his silence." The other mice nodded. "Yes, yes, that is true," they whispered. "Because he moves silently, we cannot prepare. We cannot run. So I have a brilliant plan. It is simple, but it is genius. We must get a small bell, a shiny, loud, jingling bell. We will attach this bell to a ribbon, and then we will tie the ribbon around the cat's neck." The young mouse raised his arms in triumph.
When the cat walks, the bell will ring ting-a-ling, ting-a-ling. We will hear him coming from far away. We will have time to run back to our holes. We will be safe forever. Oh, the joy, the happiness! The mice were ecstatic. It was such a clever plan. It was so simple. Why didn't they think of it before? "He is a genius," shouted one mouse. "We are saved," cried another. "No more fear, no more sneaking around." The young mouse stood on his box, bowing to the crowd. He felt very proud of himself. He felt like a hero. The excitement in the room was electric. For the first time in months, the mice felt safe.
But amidst the celebration, the oldest mouse remained quiet. He had seen many things in his long life. He knew that words were easy, but actions were hard. He cleared his throat. The sound was not loud, but it commanded respect. Slowly, the cheering stopped. The dancing stopped. The room became quiet again. All eyes turned to the wise old mouse. "My young friend," the old mouse said, looking at the young mouse on the box. "That is indeed a very clever plan. It sounds perfect. If the cat has a bell, we will certainly be safe." The young mouse smiled broadly. "Thank you, elder." "However," the old mouse continued, his voice dropping to a whisper, "I have just one simple question. Who is going to put the bell on the cat?" Silence. Complete, heavy silence. The question hung in the air like a heavy stone. Who will bell the cat? Everyone looked at the young mouse. His smile vanished. He started to sweat. He looked down at his feet. He stuttered, "Well, I am too small." The old mouse looked at a strong mouse. "Will you do it?" The strong mouse stepped back, terrified. "Me? No, the cat is too fast. He will eat me before I get close." The old mouse looked at the fastest runner. "Will you do it?" "No, not me. I am afraid." One by one, the mice realized the truth. The plan was perfect in theory, but impossible in practice. Nobody was brave enough to get close to the monster. Nobody wanted to risk their life to tie the ribbon. The meeting ended not with cheers, but with a sad silence. The mice went back to their holes, still hungry, still afraid. They learned a hard lesson that day. And so the cat continued to prowl the house in silence, and the mice continued to live in fear. The bell was never put on the cat. This story reminds us of something very important in our own lives. We often make big plans. We often talk about doing great things. We criticize others and say, "Why don't they just do this?" But talking is easy. Doing is hard. The moral of the story is, it is easy to propose impossible remedies. Or in simpler words, it is easier said than done. Having a plan is not enough. You need the courage and the ability to make it happen. Thank you so much for watching our story today. We hope you enjoyed Belling the Cat and learned something valuable. What about you? Have you ever faced a situation that was easier said than done? Let us know in the comments below. If you liked this video, please give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends to help them learn English too. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. Have a wonderful day, stay safe, and keep learning. See you in the next video.